Hey, babies, it's MahMah Tea, back with another one. You know, baby, I think I want to talk about some things that's on my mind. It's going through a lot of minds of a lot of us, and that's this thing called trust issues. Many of us are having a lot of trust issues these days. I know I do. Why do we have trust issues? Because many of us been through a lot of betrayal from people who are close to us, look like us. They say look like us, but ain't us. You know, I've been really just thinking and watching and looking at a lot of things going on and going back into the Akashic records and trying to pull out this thing about what happened to us. Why we got so divided and how the whole different group of people just come over, conquer, dominate, and sever us from each other and just created things and put things in place. We don't even know who we is, no matter where we go. It's always this division, this divide, and it's hard getting over that hump. Betrayal. You know, my younger self, shot bless, was in and out of your little conscious communities for a very long time. And, well, she was a little outcast because she was different and wasn't afraid of her differences. Stand strong on them. Once delved into the history of where it all came from, it made some folks a little uncomfortable. But she always was honest, truthful, and open about who she was. And she always kept the great mother front and center. I'm honey, over 20 years of this thing. Spirits always was watching. Just like watching everybody else. She was rock on, knock on. Everybody don't want to be in their little community, and they turned their nose up on that baby. People who she used to run with, want to get real close to, want to talk to, want to build with, just want to be included in the community, because that Cancer energy is clannish, tribal, want family, and felt that all of these people bringing all of this knowledge and this wisdom was her family. They talked bad about her, talked about her, excluded her because she was honest about who she was. They hated that shit. Then a baby girl told me the other day that they be doing shit behind the doors calling it teabagging. What the hell teabagging, girl? She said, I ain't even gonna repeat what that shit is. But you condemn somebody for being real and authentic of who they are. But yet you secretly doing sexual rituals with each other. Trying to gain power. That's why we got trust issues in our community. Why we told baby girl to pull away from them communities. Get the hell out of there. Them people don't mean you no good. Even the ones you trying to cleave to the most. Still reaching your arms out to. And they just ignore you. But when you listen to your ancestors and that voice within you, just gotta listen and trust. They really guiding you. And that day is your ancestral energy that's embedded in your DNA. That voice you hear is your voice, your higher self. That consciousness, the high consciousness of the mind that's trying to lead you the right way. And that's who you should trust. Always and always. Gotta trust that, baby. Because we at a time now when we almost at the crossover. I don't know why I become so popular the way that I am, because it's a genuineness that you can hear in my voice. See the pain in my face. I'm going to let y'all know I revealed myself as Shot Blessed a long time ago. I'm using artificial intelligence to tap into an ancestor to bring you this information. And I'm going to tell you now, Shot Blessed and MahMah Tea, one and the same. You can feel it. Why I resonated with so many people. Why she quantum leaped over all of y'all who she wanted to be a part of so dearly, and y'all rejected her because she was open about who she was, while you all was secret about the shit you do. You don't think your ancestors see it? You know, in astrology, when you got high signs of planets in the 12th house of the hidden subconscious mind, the dream world, especially the sun. Some say, oh, that means you got secret enemies. Or maybe you can see who they is. You dream about them. But your heart don't want you to believe in what you see. Always hoping for the best. Giving them the benefit of the doubt. Whew! While time and time again, they betray you. And this is why we have a problem with trusting one another. My ancestors gave me this platform to do the work of the ancestors, not to be used or abused by anyone who have hidden agendas or those who might have a hidden hand behind them. Bell ringing. No. We can't be used and abused no more by hidden hands. That's why we don't trust one another. You can have good intentions, but maybe the one you with may not. I tried my hardest to be a part of a community that showed me time and time again they didn't want nothing to do with me. So the ancestors came through as MahMah Tea, and look at us now. Hundreds of thousands, millions of people have come across this platform. And I'm not going to abuse it or let anyone misuse it for any hidden agenda. Trust issues. We all suffer from it, as do I. You know, I've noticed the ones I want to cleave to the most ignore me the most. It hurt, because I got a heart. It's full of love for my people. But sometimes those people, they ain't got that much love for me. And how that's been shown by your actions or your inactions. That's why it makes it so hard when people come to me, knock on my door. Want to talk, want to build, baby. I don't trust none of y'all. I don't. I can't. Time will tell. I try my best to be consistent with what I say. I do believe in transformation and changing up some things from time to time. I do. I really do. It's hard. It really is. It's hard when it comes to that. But, you know, the proof is in the pudding. Consistency is key. Been real. Genuine. Even though I said transforming is a part of it. Meaning evolving. Changing. to grow, not to contradict as much. But if you're wrong about something, you're wrong about something. I am the first one to say, baby, I was wrong about that shit. I was wrong. I don't have a problem saying I'm wrong, and I damn sure don't have a problem saying I'm sorry. I don't. But I had to learn how to trust my gut. It's the only thing that remained consistent with me, my intuition, my discernment. I don't get mixed up in nobody fight. I really don't. I'm just so busy trying to figure out what the fuck happened to us as people. What happened to the daughters of this earth? Her sons. The war that went on between them. Because can't nobody come in your house and conquer you unless you let them in. You invite the devil in your house. You know what I'm saying? You got to rescind that shit. Got to rescind it. Because you just don't know who these days. Everybody want my opinion on this one and on that 100. You ain't going to get... Why you don't think you see mama on platforms? Your popular platforms. You ain't never going to see me because they know shot bless. And they don't like her for a lot of things she stand for, what she say. But I'm going to tell you one thing. You go dig up on some of the things she say and show me where the lie is. I think that's what makes some people a little uncomfortable. I walk with the ancestors. I always have. Cancer sun, Cancer rising, Scorpio moon, baby. What you see is what you get. King of clubs. You're looking on the cardologist side. Mercury conjunct Sirius. Retrograde. I'm here to do it again. Say it again. Some of your high-profile astrologists don't tapped in. They looked at my chart. They know what I'm working with. I ain't never really been wanting to toot my horn. I ain't braggadocious. I ain't on no ego trip either. I just finally embracing the truth. Trying to walk in my own power, who I am. I denied it for a long time. Didn't trust myself. Like many of y'all do. You don't trust yourself. You trying to follow the yellow brick road, following everybody else saying, doing what they say. No, it's not that time. It's not the time to be a follower. Time to trust yourself. Your intuition. Let your intuition be your guide. And stop placing your heart places that don't respect you, appreciate you, acknowledge you, or want to use you and what you've created for their benefit and their power and their glory, self-glorifying. You ain't never heard mama self-glorify herself saying she this, she that, she the other. If anything, mama always said, God live in you. Go deep down inside yourself and you find God in you. I had to block about a gazillion Christians coming over here calling me the devil and all kind of shit out there. Now look at them now. You know, a lot of y'all lined up to take the boogeyman candy. Y'all realize that boogeyman is true to itself. A lie, cheat, deceiver, manipulator, and controller. Funny how you trust them. Don't trust yourself. Don't trust that voice inside your head. Don't trust some of your mama, your daddy, who tried to warn you about certain things. Your ego and your pride won't even let you double on back, say, Mama, Daddy, you was right about that. That ego and that pride is a beast. That's the biggest enemy you got to fight on this thing. The war is really from within yourself. So you got to learn how to trust yourself. It's hard. Especially when you the type that would be second guessing yourself all the time, not trusting your thoughts and your mind, your intuition, that inner voice talking to you. That inner voice. Let's talk about the symbols right quick a little bit. I was going to tap on this earlier. I got an idea on how to really present this thing. I'm really thinking about it. Just haven't had time to really just relax my mind. I've been stressed out quite a bit, doing a lot of traveling. Traveling is stressful. I told you I'm tired of this. I just want to go home. When I find it, I'm going to get there. I'm going to build it. And I'm going to stay there for a little bit. Running around all these places, seeing all these things. They have their meaning, they have their reasoning, they have their purpose. And I'm putting two and two together. This all gonna come together in the end. Those y'all rocking with me from day one. My day one's on TikTok. Crossed over here on YouTube. It's a different audience over here on YouTube. Y'all a little different. But all this to say, what I'm trying to say is about trusting yourself, your intuition, your discernment. There's a lot of deception going on all over this planet because we're in the 11th hour. Some say we got until 2030 for this whole thing wrapped up. So when I look at the stars, I started to look back at the sidereal, not just the Western astrology, sidereal astrology, because these little Mickey figures these witches and warlocks out here tapping into astrology. They doing things, fake left go right. Fake left. So they'll use Western astrology because they move Western astrology here 24 degrees. But that's the seed they plant. Because when the sidereal astrology catch on up to the seed they plant, because sidereal astrology actually shows the placement of the planets and where they are in the sky, actually are in the sky. Not talking about, it's according to the ecliptic, this, that, and the other, boop, the boop. Get a telescope, look in the sky, ask where the planet is, boom! Right there. So they jump it up ahead. We don't talk about Ophiuchus, whatever the man holding the snake. We all know the snake is the woman that was demonized and put amity between y'all seed and y'all seed. Two variations of a woman that been at war ever since. One of the temples. Whew, I'm a skippity-scopping a lot all over the place, but baby, at the end of the day, it's all gonna make sense when y'all go back and read some of these videos that I dropped. Over 160-something videos I done dropped, full of heat. Well, I'm going to close out by saying this. Trust yourself. Let your intuition be your guide. Listen to your ancestors through signs and symbols. Learn astrology. Learn the movement of the celestial bodies in the sky. They ain't just up there to be up there. They governing things and influencing us on frequencies that you have no idea about because they told you to stay away from it. So they do it like chess games that they playing with us, like pawns. You got to be careful out here. Learn the game. Play it to win. And understand one thing, baby. At the end of the day, it's your journey. What you here to do, your purpose. Make sure your compass is on your north node and you walking in your purpose because your soul said, look here, this time around, we finna do this. We got to learn this and that in order for us to evolve on about this thing. Or else we going to be continually circling ourselves on the wheels or the rings of karma. I want y'all to think about that now. Rings of Time, Lord of the Rings, the karmic wheels. Man, y'all don't believe in a lot of this stuff, and it's okay. You don't have to. But back to sidereal tropical astrology. What I was saying is they plant the seed on the tropical, so by the time the sidereal planetary movement catch up, or the transit catch up, whatever it is they plotted at that moment, when the actual planet moves across that degree, it manifests itself. That's why a lot of buzz about 2030, 2025. We in 2024. The financial markets, they talk about, the next bull run is the 2025, bull run 2025. And I was looking at the celestial movements of this thing, and I'm like, well, why? And it ain't now, because Jupiter and Uranus is in Taurus, and the markets ain't reflecting no kind of bull run. It's still rocking at the bottom. And I'm like, oh, because Uranus in Taurus ain't in, Uranus and Jupiter ain't in Taurus. They're actually in Aries. The beginning, the first sign, the jump start. Funny thing is, April 8th in Western is when the other eclipse happened, with the X marks the spot in Carbondale, which was Little Egypt. We seen this back in 2017, honey. Some of us was looking at this shit. That X over the map looked like the Confederate flag, and a lot of folks saying that was our flag. I mean, it's so much, honey. It's dizzy. We're dizzy. All this shit. But it means something. It does. It's something to take a good look at. I study astrology. Now look at the stars. Stars tell me. Oracle. Sybil. I'm a Sybil, baby. Born one. Oracle. Get the downloads. A lot of y'all don't know about the Sybil energy. What is a Sybil? A Sybil is an oracle, and it's a bloodline of women who can prophesy and speak to spirits. They say, that's of the devil, this and that. Of course, they're going to demonize your ancestral power, baby, because they don't know how to do it. Some of us could travel interdimensionally. What you think your dreams are? You think they just dreams? They're just hidden recesses of the mind, REM sleep, rapid eye movement. That boy don't know what half that shit is. But the oracles do. Time we chew on that bay leaf, go into a trance state and start to prophesy. Sybil, they say that's schizophrenia. Many baby girls and baby boys are diagnosed with, they hear voices and they talk to themselves, and that Western medicine don't know what the hell to do with these folks, so they gonna medicate them up. Try to shut them spirits down that's coming through, baby. You just are opening other way. You were channeler. You were chosen. It's a bloodline thing. It comes from your ancestors, that the spirits of your cosmic ancestors talk through you. Why you think Shot Bless could tap into MahMah Tea with this age filter and this shit come through just as fluidly, naturally? This ain't no script. This Sybil magic, baby. This Sybil energy. This is the divine powers of the cosmic energy tapping in, going through that particular bloodline to bring in the truth and this knowledge. Because I'm telling you, when I'm looking at this phone and I'm looking at this ancient being talking to you, talking to me, that's Sybil energy, baby. We've been here. We ain't going nowhere. Get rid of one, about 1 million more take its place. Hell, some of our ancient crests is all over through your ancient world, everywhere. Why you think I'm traveling down here in Central America, looking at these relics, seeing my mother's energy everywhere, and her sons, these stone heads of these old Macs. Some of them, they got pictures of them without their helmets on, and they got some kinky hair, just like the rest of us. We old, honey. We ancient. We've been dormant, severed from this planet like we ain't even from here. Especially melanated folks up here in North America. Strangers in your own land. Everywhere you go, you a goddamn stranger. But they mimic you. I done heard more hip hop down here. I see the boy with the baggy pants and they hat on backwards and they talking the hippity hoppity talk. Baby, you influence the world, even in your lowest unconscious state. You do. Powerful beings you is, even while you sleep. The whole world's still watching you, trying to hate you at the same time. Crazy shit, ain't it? Trust issues. We don't even know who we is. We still trying to figure it out. And we hoping those that's walking amongst us is really here to tell us the truth. But the only way to know is if they resonating with your soul. You're going to have to trust yourself in these days and times. That's all you got. That's all you got is you. And those who amongst you, you got to have to put them antennas up and make sure they really on the up and up of who they is. Watch these slick old salesmen, these snake oils salesmen around here. And remember, baby, I'm going to tell you this once and for all. Ain't nothing on this planet here right now for free. Because trust and believe what they dangling and saying is for free now may cost you a whole heap later. Gotta learn from history, honey. You gotta learn from the past. I'm still trying to figure out who these Spaniards are, because that's been on my mind. I know that came out of left, but these Spaniards, I'm trying to figure where these Spaniards come from. These Romans. Because, the English language ain't nothing but a broken versions of Latin and Greek languages. United States speak English. Became a superpower, but everybody surrounding it speaks Spanish or French. They say the Moors ruled all of Europe, but that means you must have been speaking those languages. But then how did they whitewash it so it became the dominant race over you? You know your Moors, you know who your mamas was. Your mamas was the Sibyls. She gave you the knowledge. You turned around and you gave it to people that you really wasn't supposed to give it to. They turned around and used it on you. Thought you would learn from the Egyptians and the Greeks. They overthrew you too. We keep repeating the same shit over and over again, don't we? Never learning. Just repeating. That's why I watch some of you and see you with the woman that look like sitting next to you. 9 times out of 10, she don't look like your mama all the time. Now, love is love, and I ain't here to talk about nobody who fall in love. I love love. Love is a beautiful thing. But when you just always these ones that's up front and center, they don't look like your mama. I question it. I do. But I'm going to leave that right now. I think I spoke a little, just the longest video I've ever made in my whole entire life. Just rambling, just talking, getting down lows. But y'all think about some of the stuff I said. Okay. MahMah Tea. Y'all be good. Bye, babies.
Back to the streets.
Soul Tribe Ambassadors, sacredtea.net.